Ayman Khan here for Seconds Out with the one and only Savannah Marshall. Savannah, good to be speaking to you. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm really good. I'm alive.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Not the best of reasons to be speaking, I guess, off the back of a statement you put out a few days ago regarding your status on the upcoming Royal Albert Hall show promoted by BOXXER and Ben Shalom. Look, you put out that statement, you were under the impression that you were going to be attending that launch press conference in the conclusion that you'd be fighting on that card. What is the overall situation regarding those circumstances, I guess?
Obviously, I can't say too much. It's we've haven't been able to come to an agreement on certain things, and I'm devastated. Absolutely devastated. I would love to have boxed on March the 7th, being another all-female bill, because the festival was such a success. But it is what it is, and it's I suppose it's boxing. These things happen. People come to disagreements, and yeah, that's all I can really say.
So you went to the launch press conference under the impression that you had a fight date for that date.
Um, yeah, I don't know if that was miscommunication or anything like that. But yeah, I was under the impression that I was fighting March the 7th. I didn't have an opponent at that point.
Mhm. And when did you find out that that wasn't the case?
Um, Probably around about the time I made the statement.
Mhm. And as of right now, the case is that you don't have a fight date. Um, you don't have a fight scheduled, whether it be in the ring or in the cage.
No, no, not at the minute. I am. No, I don't know.
Okay.
Neither.
And can you say as to anything regarding the communication as to where you stand right now and what the likelihood is for your next fight?
I'm not too sure. Obviously, my manager Mick Hennessy is working away. I'm fit. March the 7th was only a month away, so really I'm not that far off being fight ready. So he's just working away, looking to get me back in the ring, or whether it be the cage as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's not just yourself who's encountered this issue. I believe Fran Hennessy, I'm not seeing the clip in full, but she had a similar sort of situation where she was expecting to be on that card, but then it turned out it wasn't the case either. Had you spoke to Fran as well as to what her situation was?
Obviously, like I said, I can't really, so I'm not really at liberty to go into details and things like that. I think I don't know. We might Fran. I'm not sure if Fran's on the card or if she's not. Be a shame because Fran's one of the best female prospects coming through, and it'd be a massive shame not to have her on an all-female bill.
Mhm. Yeah, I did feel for you in when I read that statement. You mentioned that you felt, humiliated having gone down there and not kind of got the outcome that you wanted. Did you voice that outside of the statement to BOXXER and Ben Shalom as to how you felt on that day?
Yeah, I did, and obviously, like I said, everything goes through my manager Mick. But it's just one of them things. People come to disagreement at loggerheads, and that's just sport, really.
Okay, then. Moving on, a little bit more of a interesting topic for you from your rivalry with Claressa Shields. I did speak to Claressa first of all.
Mm.
We spoke before at that launch press conference, and you said to me, I said to you, I'll be speaking to Claressa. Do you have any questions for her?
Oh yeah.
And first of all, regarding the rematch, she mentioned that look, she's open to the rematch with you, but she wants you to come over to the States, something that you've heard before.
Yeah, definitely. Look, it's one of them. I've been chasing that rematch since we fought in 2023. Went over to MMA, chased her there. It just hasn't materialised. Look, I'm more than happy to come to America. I'm more than happy to go to Saudi, wherever she wants to go. I think it's just a case of like, does she really want it?
The other question you asked was as to at heavyweight, who wore it better? And I put that to Claressa, a bit of an awkward question for me. And she said, to paraphrase her, middleweight, super middleweight, or heavyweight, she looks better, period. Your reaction?
we'll, well, I'm sure others disagree. But look, I thought going back to a fight against Danielle Perkins, I thought she boxed well. Thought she looked sharp. She caught her with a peach of a backhand. But then it's just a shame she hasn't got the skills to finish people.
Mm.
That's what she massively lacks. And you can say all you want, Danielle's tough. She's a tough woman, very tough woman. But at one point, she was like Bambi on ice, and you couldn't put her away. You couldn't put the girl away. She. There was one point she tripped over the ref's foot and looked like she was out.
Mm.
And then windmills galore, and that's what Claressa lacks. That finish.
Did you feel that Claressa was under any threat in those rounds?
I thought she was quite hesitant, but look, she's a big girl, big girl, and rightly so. You've got to approach every fight with a bit of caution. But no, I thought, look, she got the job done. I thought she struggled a bit to get past the jab, but she's 6 foot tall, so I'm a southpaw.
From your point of view, how different would the fight be if it was at heavyweight?
I think it'd be massively different.
Mm.
Anyone can see that. Look, I struggle to make middle. I'm nearly 6 foot tall myself, like a bag of bones at middle. Heavyweight's totally different, totally different. And I think it plays massively towards my strength, my power.
I feel that when it comes to Claressa Shields' career, look, she's had a brilliant career, but I guess the rivalries are sort of running out, and she made mention that in post-fight, look, yourself, Layla Ali, Chris Cyborg were some names that I can remember off the top of my head, but essentially like I mentioned there, the rivalries, the people to face, the sort of Franchon Cruz de Zone was another one, but retreads of, I guess, of fights of past. Do you feel that sort of way that, look at from a British interest for sure, there's the interest there in the rematch with yourself, but the opponents aren't quite there for it at the moment.
No, they're not. No, they're really not. And that's why she went on to box a 42-year-old who hadn't boxed in 2 years. That's the reality of it. Yeah, there's Franchon. I think Franchon's got a couple of belts at super middle. Revisit that one again. Layla Ali, Jesus, hasn't boxed since what, 2000s maybe, maybe the 90s. I'm not quite sure. Cyborg, different sport, but there's only so many easy fights she can take before she's going to have to come up against like one of us, particularly me.
Well, hopefully that rematch does happen. Savannah, that's about as much as I have for you today. Is there anything else you want to say on the boxing
No,
situation or
that's
Claressa or anything?
no. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
No, no worries. Savannah, pleasure speaking to. Hopefully, we get some news as to when you're next out. Thank you for speaking to Seconds Out. We'll
Thanks for
speak
that.
again soon.